All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing your day. By His mercies you are consumed, but alive in the Most High in your house shall's body, and two are naturally alive. Um, yeah, man. So it's another day, and shout out to man, one of my brothers, man. It's talking about, you know, I kind of know, I should kind of know. We're gonna touch on this a little bit, man. Just you know, really with this, man, because it's actually a lot of things too spiritual, like that's why it's good to watch things with spiritual eyes and ears, and even this things how like seeing this world all in all aspects of your life, man. Because I was talking to a brother yesterday, man, and I was talking to him, and he was just telling me about like how we really need to improve in this walk, man, because like our souls is on the line, man, honestly. And so I gotta realize that, man. Stop playing with the Most High house shot, man, too. Like I even had to be better. It was more of a waking up. It was more like more things you need to hear, man. And that's what that. And I sent him this, man. That Haggai, and shout out to brother Akai War and the brother Elijah, man, too. But the brother Akai War for bringing the scripture out, man, because Haggai, because it's crazy. Ironically enough, man, which kind of led me to what we were going to talk about a little bit today. I went to I saw Michael Jackson play yesterday, man. It was pretty much about his mindset and stuff like about the Danger Story, the album that came out in 1991, man. It's a lot that went into that too, man. Like which is really, and it went into creative process, man. The play was great, man. But and it's crazy because with this self-examination, of course they sung "Man in the Mirror" yesterday, and I always say that. Even I mentioned the Notorious movie, how both Diddy and Biggie's character says in the movie, we can't change the world unless we change ourselves, and that's right, man. Like, of course, like even the world, the state of the world, honestly won't change, and honestly, let me say this too, it's all the Most High house as will, but of course, the elect being sealed and stuff that we had to do, but even this too, let me say this too, it doesn't really matter, like the brother Assembly Firstborn says, it doesn't matter if every Israelite, every Israelite, repented, it's still the Most High in your house will still be done, and the end will still won't come until they say so too. So let me say that before I say that too. But I said it in the aspect of we can't change the world unless we change ourselves, because we can't change the world, this the world in general, but even the other world, like the world of Israel, we can't change it unless we self-examine, until we gotta do what we gotta do, man. That's why Haggai says this, man. Because, that's crazy. It's like Haggai 1 and 7, before we go into what we're about to go into. It says, Haggai 1 and 7, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, consider your ways." Yeah, like Mike said in the man in the mirror. He said, I'm looking at the man in the mirror, I'm asking him to change his ways. Same thing that the words say, man. Examine yourself whether to be in the faith. Before judgment, like Sirach Ecclesiastes, it says, examine thyself. There's a bunch of them that says about goes into just self-examination, man. God examine yourself too. So that's really important, man, because that's why I'm trying to reach. I had to reach a level of spiritual maturity, because there's a lot of times too when the old Omar, something like that comes back and things of that nature, my old way of thinking happens. I get it. We know we're human at the same time, but still it's all right, cool. But that's why you had to renew your mind, man. Renew something, man. That's why even when you renew something, your new license, renew this stuff, you're updating it, man. You had that old had that old license, had that old way of thinking, had that old mentality, but you gotta renew it, man. So, but at the same time too, it's a balance too, because of course at the core of who you are, as long as not the wickedness, you stay who you are, but still you just become a new creature. You could do both, you remain actually who to core aspect of who you are, but still become a new creature in the Most High your house shot. But yeah, man, that just is what it is with that. But I'm just want to go into this, man, because since I went to a Michael Jackson play yesterday, man. I was just thinking about, because listen, man, a lot of times too, that's why we see even with the whole California things going on in California, and even other things like that, man. Well, specifically for California, man, because a lot of people move out there for actually my brother, he's in the arts, he's an artist, he does everything, man. But his whole life pretty much, man. That was a big reason why we went there yesterday. But he had people in here you know, in his in his field, man, telling me, no, man, come to L.A., come to L.A. and stuff like that. And he's kind of going through what he's going through right now. He's kind of like, you know, a starving artist pretty much, man. He's been doing it for a while now. But you know, but we was on our way back from you know, from my sister's house yesterday, and we said, listen, there's a reason why. I told him, listen, like, you know, no, me, my mom and I told him, like, you know, there's a reason why, like, you know, the Most High probably didn't have you go out there, yeah, because he said, listen, his friend kept telling him that, man. But also too, man, here's even watching that Michael Jackson play yesterday, man, even with the whole Dangerous tour, man, because a lot of times too, like we always say, man, like, you know, the grass isn't greener on the other side, man, like, you know, a lot of times, like, and also too, living comparatively, man, because a lot of times too, man, like, you know, those people we see, man, like, you know, whether it be politicians, entertainers, actors, athletes, musicians, rappers, all that stuff, man. It's not always what it seems, man. Because you know, I didn't even realize that, man. Because Mike, he for that tour, man, Michael Jackson, man, he put a lot on the line with that tour. He almost risked it all. I just assumed, of course, it's Michael Jackson. Because of course, like, you know, it's tiers too. Like, we know people that have, like, okay, he's pretty much a notable person. He has money. But then it's like Michael Jackson's like, okay, you assume that he had all this money, and which he did. But you know, for that tour, man, he put a lot on the line with that, and he could have lost a lot of money with that, like, you know. But you know, of course, he's the talented, like, you know, the great of his greatness and like of his vision, like he was able to you know, do all those things, man. But you know, it's a lot of times that I was just thinking about, like, what the word says, man, how things isn't always what they seem, man. That's why, like, Proverbs says in Psalm 73 with David, and Sirach even says, man, not to envy sinners, man, not to envy those people, man, because everything's not even what it seems on that side, man. You know how many stories of people that had to know that you thought had it like that, but they don't, man. So there, man, that's why, you know, Proverbs 13 even goes into this, what we about to go into, man, because yeah, man, this is crazy, man. It says the rich have no, yeah, exactly, yeah. Here's verse, and this is going to our the current, like, you know, society now, this current world now. But Proverbs chapter 13 and 7, it says, some people to pretend to be rich but have nothing. Others pretend to be poor but have a fortune. Me and my homie talk about this all the time, man. I'm pretty sure even people outside the world talk about this. Even other, like, you know, even Jerry, like, shout out to Brother Semi Firstborn, because he even said this, how he mentioned how Jerry Seinfeld in an interview said, listen, man, like, I don't even want to tell people how much money I have, because, you know, why? Because it breeds envy. It breeds all this other stuff that comes at you, man. Like, you know, that, like, when I shared that weird reel of Beanie Siegel, the truth, he said, listen, man, that's what it is. Like, especially here, like, Philly in the envious city, it's up plus, this is the envious people around the world, of course, but, like, Philly's, like, no, it's, like, really an envious city, man. I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters could, like, attest to y'all, where y'all at here, especially living here, but yeah, man, that's why when he came out on the truth, he said, man, rap is just in the hustle. Now it's like, now they know the face of Beans. He's like, listen, now people know what I face, and that's what this next verse is even going into, man. Now people know what I look like, man. So now people want to, yeah, let's read chapter 8 real quick, because I'm going to go back to verse 7. It says, the rich have to use their money to save lives, but no one threatens the poor. So yeah, man, what's that saying, man? Like, you know, on the basis level, because you know, because on a spiritual tip, this can go into, like, you know, how the faithful is always going to be, you know, all right, like, you know, or like the rich of this world, and the poor. I mean, the poor of this world was really rich in faith, but you know, that's just another story. But even on a basic level, on the natural level, man, let's read this again. It says, the rich have no use have to use their money to save their lives, but no one threatens the poor. So what? It's the same, man. It's good to be everyday, like, you know, that Proverbs still, like Psalms later says in Proverbs 38. Like, don't give me too much or don't give me too little. Like, you know, Sirach even says that. Listen, bread, water, iron, salt, like, you know, those are the like, you know, cheap things, man. Just give me all the, you know, cheap things I need. Like, you know, even your house shop mentioned those things, man, because, like, you know, nobody bothers you like that, man, with that, man. But now, like being said, and Beanie Siegel said in that, man, like, now that I'm on, man, you don't even, like, think it's about it too. A lot of times, man, or those people can have it just getting on, or in that, man, they don't even have it like that. But you know, that breeds envy, and people want to rob you, you know, steal your money. Got different, like, you know, record labels or lawyers and stuff like that stealing your money. And then you got, like, you know, of course, your close ones, you, like, you know, people in your circle, family, friends, homies, whatever. You got to watch out for them than the average public, man. So that's why the word is saying this, man. So everything's not. Well, my point is being everything is not what it seems, man. We kind of go into that all the time, man, with that. Because it says someone, and it also too, it's verse 7. Let's go back to verse 7. It says some people pretend to be rich but have nothing. Others pretend to be poor but own a fortune. Yeah, man. So that's why you don't live it comparatively, because we see this in social media all the time, man. Like, it's part of the whole flexing culture, man. It's like, listen, man, you don't even have it like that, man. It's not even like, a lot of times it's not even like that, man. Like, some people just pretend to have stuff like that, but where they really don't have it, man. That's why me and my homie always talk about this all the time. Like, listen, man, especially here when we talk about Philly. Like, listen, man, here in Philly, I'm pretty sure we're all y'all brothers. It's even just people in general. Listen, man, we all broke, man. We all just making it, man. Like, it's just like, so it's all that having, like, all that stuff, man, talking about like money this, money that, man. Listen, it's like, listen. That's why even my I was actually watching the Ghostface it was a video about how he saved the Wu-Tang in the late, in the early 2000s with Supreme Clientele, in the late 90s, 2000, like when it came out, and when he came out in Supreme Clientele in the 2000, man, and he said, man, what helped me during my writing process is, man, I went to Africa, man. He said, listen, wow, people over here, because I'm really going to focus on, like, this is a Western thing. Like, people over here worry about money and this and that, or, like, material things like that, man. People like that. He said, man, when I went over there, man, it wasn't even like that, man. Like, it's just, it was just more of like, people just, they're barely making it, but people actually have like sincere, they love, and their love was with us without dissimulation. They actually love and care about each other, man. Actually, that's what my brother, he actually he went to Guinea. My brother actually got me this from Guinea. He went to Africa like last year or 2 years ago, man. He said, listen, man, he said the same thing, man. So I don't give me twisted, man, because it's like that, like covetousness and greed, and like, people worship money. That's all across the world, but I really want to main focus on, like, pretty much we're pretty much this kingdom, man, this Esau's kingdom, this in the Western world here in America, man. I just want to focus on that, because the whole world does it too. Don't get me wrong, because people gonna be people no matter what the time period, because nothing new under the sun, man. This is all the same type of thing. But I just want to focus on this, what's being pushed. What's being pushed on people, man. But when my brother went out there, he says the same type of deal, man. It's like, listen, so but pretty much, man, my point is everything isn't what it seems too. So because after watching that that play yesterday, man, I really was thinking about it. Me and my family's really talking about it. I was like, dang, man, you would think that Mike had all that stuff, which he did, but he could have lost he actually did lose a lot of money with that, man. But I think he probably recouped it with all the, like, because he was very business smart too. Michael Jackson, very, very business smart as well. But he recouped that money, but it's just the fact that he could have lost a lot of money, or he put a lot up for that, man. Because I think they even mentioned in the play, like in the he said never him staying, like, like, just think about like your rent, man. But him staying at Neverland, his rent there, he had to pay like I had to do more research, but he had to. I'm pretty sure they did the research for the play things, and he had to pay $2 million per month to stay at the Neverland Ranch, man. So yeah, man, that's just crazy, man. But but yeah, man, it is what it is. My point is being that, listen, everything isn't just always what it seems, man. That's why, like, even it's shoot. That's why, listen, man. That's why I just focus on Most High House, and they'll give you what you need, man. Because they'll give you what's convenient for you, man. I had to still memorize this, man, because I remember this, man, because I had those moments, man. Like, listen, man, like, okay, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna take care of this and this and this and this? But they're gonna provide, man. So you have to have that faith, man. Like, I was actually telling my homie that Mark 11:24, you gotta pray for it like it's already been done. But yeah, man, this just is what it is, though, man. Because yeah. And a lot of people, you've seen a lot of those people out there in California, man. A lot of those actors and stuff like that, they lost like a lot of their homes and stuff like that. Yeah, man. So listen, that's why, like, be thankful, man. Of what you do have, man. Because even your house child didn't have a home, man. Like, and like, these are just the cheap things just to be happy with. He said, therefore I say unto you, what things ye soever desire when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. So yeah, exactly. But really, honestly, man, like, pray for more faith, obedience, and wisdom, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man. Like, that's the things that we like, that I need to pray about even more, pray for even more, rather than all this other stuff, man. But but even if you're going through, because I get we're human, even if you're going through a tough time, man, we need to pray for things that need to get done. Because don't get it twisted. No, let's get to some brew real quick, man. Because listen, our people are gonna go through it, man. Like, it's our fault, but listen, that's why Brook says this, man. Because even that's a conversation for another day. But let me grab this too, man. Because I was going to bring something else up. But yeah, Baruch chapter 3 verse 8, man. It says, "Behold, yet we are yet in this day our captivity, where thou hast scattered us to be a reproach and a curse, and to be subject unto payments, and according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God." So yeah, man. So yeah, that's part of the punishment too, like with this. But man, listen, and also too, man, we gonna go through it, man, subject to payments and stuff like that, man. So it's just this just is what it is, man. But it's just all things isn't always what they seem, man. So I really want to go into that, man, because after also to the points of self-examination, because the conversation I had yesterday, man. But hopefully it's edifying for y'all, brothers and sisters. So peace.